Well, hello. We're going to do our ship cabin tour of cabin 11283. It is an infinity balcony. We come in the door here. Our first reaction coming in was, wow, look at that window, floor to ceiling window. Very impressive. Very nice. First thing when you come, of course, you have your thermostat. Controls your temperature in your room.
Lights.
Yeah. It has different light modes. You see there is a morning, a movie, an evening, and a sleep. We'll demonstrate. Well, actually, for this, you can, what does this do here? If we hit that one, oh yeah, see, that starts to dim. That dimmed things down. That brought everything back up to full. Really cool touch control thermostat.
And you can also control it from your phone.
And yeah, you can also control it once you sign into the app, and you can control those things from your cabin. Of course, this light switch also turns cabin lights on and off. The bathroom, very nice feature, at least for us being on the ship for the first time that has this, is it's magnetic. So it's nice. If you're in the ocean and it's rocking and rolling, door's not swinging open, or it doesn't have just a regular latch on the side kind of thing. Very strong magnet. This switch obviously controls your lights for the bathroom. We have already been in the cabin for 6 days. So the reason we wanted to do the tour after we'd already been in here is just to know how functional everything was. So everything has been great. The shower is wonderful. The shower is large. It is a good size shower. The pressure has been good. It's nice that it has a little foot rest there for shaving your legs or just washing. But you can see the pressure. It does have 3 settings on the shower head. So there you have kind of a jet. Then there's a pulse. And then there's just your regular spray. Oh, that's actually a little combination. You do a combination. It's been great. The shower has been great. Gets nice and hot. Like I said, you can see the pressure is good, but most of all, it's just nice and roomy. It is probably the biggest shower we've experienced on a ship. And of course, you have your throne. It's nice. Obviously, and it's simple things like this. The little shelf along the side there is nice. This top here part acts as your towel rest for your hand towels. You have, being on the concierge class level, they offered CEO Bigelow products. So here you have body lotion, and this is a conditioner that we took out of the shower. It would normally be in the shower on that shelf back there with a shower gel and a shampoo. But Chris, brings a lot of her own products, so we took the conditioner out to make room. But they have a little tray here to set it on. This is a little non-skid or non-slip place where they have your face towels, hairbrush, hand soap. Plenty of shelving in here. This is all my products on these 3 shelves. This side is open. There's 2 glasses that'll come in the bathroom. 2 additional shelves. The sink, plenty of room on the sink here. Very nice. Very nice setup. Very well thought out. I'm going to sit down here so you can see below, because there's even more storage below. Of course, your little trash bin, but a shelf above that. All along the shelf there's where your cabin steward will leave you full-size towels. And then you have, your facial tissue and a hair dryer for that side. I've used the hair dryer a few times and works good. Coming out of the bathroom, you have your little step down. You always want to remember that you do have to step down while coming out of the bathroom because you don't want to fall. Come out. This little corner area, you think, oh, what is this? It's just a little decorative artwork, piece of coral kind of thing. This is ours. Put that on top. Little accent light above it. What's nice is they utilize it for space as well. This opens up. And then I didn't realize actually until today that this side will open up too. So you have full access to 4 shelves. Again, in the Concierge class, it comes with an umbrella for you to use. And then also, actually 2 umbrellas back there. And some binoculars. These are binoculars that they provide. You know, look out your balcony. See if you spot some dolphin, whales, octopus, kraken. Then we have 2 small shelves here. Up above, this top one will also open and give you full access for storage. So as you can see, like I said, we're 5 days into it and still have empty storage area. Here's your bed. We like the setup of this particular cabin because your air conditioning vents are right above the bed. It has gotten nice and cold in here, the way we like it at night to sleep, so you stay all covered up and bundled. You do also get a pillow menu in the Concierge class. So we asked for a down feather pillow. You can get a full body pillow. Here on the side of the nightstand, you have 2 shelves and your phone. Here's your closet. Again, it looks are deceiving. You would think that it's not as big as it is, but plenty of room in here. 3 drawers. Your safe is at the top of the drawers here in the back, but plenty of space for hanging up your clothes. Then you have the full-length mirror on that door. The closet doors are also magnetic, which are nice. Have your large screen television right at the foot of your bed on the wall.
Which you can also control with your phone.
Which the TV can also be controlled with the phone. Bed has been very comfortable. Haven't had any issues. It is a little hard, but it does, you know, I don't know if it's just because the ship is only 3 years old. You don't have that dip, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to having been on beds where there's a little valley that you fall into because the mattresses are worn. No issues on this bed at all. On this side, you have another little nightstand. The walls being magnetic is we happen to pick up this fan, which kind of just keeps the air circulating and comes in handy. You have 2 USB ports and a regular plug and a light switch on this side. The other side did not have any outlets or plugs, but that's fine. And again, you have 3 small shelves on the side of that nightstand. This sofa is a sofa bed. It can be converted if you had 3 people staying in a room. This desk area is very nice because it slides. You can push it in. Yeah, it pushes in to make some additional room. So you have a full-length mirror here as well.
Also kind of when, this ship was rocking.
Well, yeah, because you can slide it. It slides in all the way up against, you see down there, up against the drawers.
Right. If all my crap wasn't on here, we'd be good to go.
But this is good because you can see, we have stuff laid out, and you're not
really large.
You are not crowded at all. Have some nice artwork above the sofa. Then on this side, we did make a stop in Puerto Rico at Drunken Cookies. If you are in Puerto Rico, check out Drunken Cookies. This is your little charging station. So it has a lot of outlets in here. Obviously, you're European. You can bring an adapter, 2 regular 110 volt, and then 2 USB plugs. But it's nice. Plug your stuff in. It's got accessibility for the wires to hang out. Keeps it out of the way or organized. This, of course, is your light switch for their big mirror light. Very nice feature. Down here below, you have your refrigerator. Refrigerator comes with a lot of items already in it. Of course, those are all pay. We asked our steward to remove all that so we could put some water in that we bought. We keep a bucket of ice in there to keep it accessible. Some champagne, water. We have some juice to make mimosas. But plenty of space inside the refrigerator. Then you have your drawers, 3 nice sized drawers here. Again, plenty of space for storage.
Right.
So then also they left these 2 bottles of Avion with chips in here. I'm almost positive that's pay, but we just put it off to the side there because we don't need that. But there's a nice lamp. Again, lamp on this side of the sofa. And then here you have your infinity balcony, which I know there's a lot of debate. You either love it or hate it from what we hear. On this particular cruise, a 7-day, we've enjoyed it. You know, it's nice that you have this wonderful view in the mornings. So at night when you have turn down service, you do get a turn down service on the concierge level. Our cabin steward sets it up so that, as you can see here, there's a blind that comes down. So you walk in and your room is actually set up with the blind down, and it's nice. It's almost, I want to say it's blackout, wouldn't you say?
Pretty much blackout.
Pretty much blackout. But it's really, for me, quite impressive because, so now you have that closed, but you still have this whole area to sit in. Last night I sat here, read a book for a while. If you wanted, if somebody was in the cabin here sleeping and you wanted to just sit out here and read your book, you can close this area off with these doors. So you have, you know, your area there. That person could be reading a book, doing whatever, but it's closed off.
And if you have the window open.
And as you can probably tell, I don't know if you could hear, out there they're doing some moving around of cargo containers, but with all that closed, it really quiets down quite a bit.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, and even, I'm going to stand back here at the door so you see, I mean, it really is a very spacious cabin. I don't know size-wise what it is, but it's just a really nice setup, very well thought out, very great use of space. And sure, you're not standing outside on your balcony, but like I said, on this 7-day, we haven't had a whole lot of time except in the mornings to really enjoy, you know, putting this, that's another feature I have to show you. The balcony does slide down. Yeah, you do have to kind of rearrange the furniture so everything moves around. So we'll put the blind up, and it takes a little bit of time, but maybe a minute. Put the blind back up. And the top part of the window portion will now come down, and that gives you your balcony effect, but still with the comfort of being inside. And we found out yesterday, you know, it was nice. It started to rain a little while we did have that down, and you're shielded from rain.
And they keep the windows very clean.
And they do. They wash the windows at every port, so they've been washed 3 times already. Yeah. So now that you have that, then here's your controls over here. So this one controlled your blind. This one will control the window. This just controls the lights. Now, when you do put this down, your air conditioning will shut off, which makes perfect sense. But there is a lot of noise, and you can see that it does eliminate a lot of that noise when you have everything closed. But then here you are with access as if you were standing on a regular standard balcony outside of a room.
Well, you are and you aren't, because the floor is clean.
Yeah, it's nice too. You don't end up with a floor that's dirty, wet, anything like that.
Right.
We are at port here in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. and there's just a lot of activity going on. But yeah, you can hear the level of noise, and then when you have everything up, it was nice that it does keep everything relatively quiet. We're going to put that back up. It was kind of noisy out there. But we like the infinity balcony. We definitely like it. Uh, in our opinion, there are a lot more pros than there are cons. I was talking about sometimes on a traditional balcony, I'd like to sit out. You know, if we're getting sunlight on our particular side of the ship, you know, I would normally sit out and get some sun. Outside of that, I couldn't find any other cons with it. Um, now that you have that back up, your air conditioning is back on. You've eliminated a lot of noise, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. But if you've experienced it, or you had an issue with any ship that you've been on that had the infinity balcony, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know if you have any tips on anything. We also appreciate that. Well, Chris, is there anything you can think of?
Just the fact that this room is the best room we've ever been in.
Yeah, this is the most comfortable ship cabin we have ever been in. And again, it is just a standard. It's the concierge class or concierge level infinity balcony on Celebrity Beyond. And yeah, we highly recommend anybody interested in trying it out to do so, because to us it's a game changer. It almost makes us feel like, wow, I think we're going to be sticking with this class of ship on Celebrity because it's so comfortable and
so much to see.
Yeah, and yeah, we're going to use the rest of this day to explore the rest of the ship. We appreciate you watching our cabin tour of cabin 11283 on the Celebrity Beyond. We appreciate you subscribing. If you do so, we can bring you more content, cruise related or just activity related in general. So from Chris and I, Gallivant with Chris and Tony, we appreciate you watching. Have a great day.
Bye.